Donington Park, but also keep your eyes peeled for number 51. That'll be Luke Helm, one of our super teenies, out on a mini twin for the first time and qualifying ahead of the new champion on the grid. Here they come, mass ranks towards us into Redgate for the first time, but it is the pole sitter, James Folkard, who runs down towards Hollywood and the Craner Curves in the lead for the first time.
Yeah, solid start from Folkard with new champion Alex Hutchinson, the unmistakable luminous yellow machine, in second, and then that's Andy Lawson 101 in third place, the mini twin champion. Just behind him 111 there, that is Alex Heaton, who's the 2010 GP2 runner-up, and just behind them number 100 Connor Tagg.
Yep, brilliant start by all concerned, and lovely to be back here at Donington Park. All sorts of rumours and counter-rumours throughout the season as to whether we'd ever see this circuit back up and running again, and it certainly has repaid the faith and the huge efforts of a large number of people seeing this place back with us again. It'd be a shame ever to lose such a great race circuit off the calendar. And Alex Hutchinson just looking to run it up the inside of James Folkard there as they go down into Goddard's. Doesn't quite work. Folkard snaps across back in front as they exit the corner, and Folkard leads across the line, but look at that, out of the slipstream, Steve. Alex Hutchinson takes the lead in this one really for the first time.
Yes, and Alex Hutchinson, he really could do with just getting a couple of lengths on James Folkard, because although he's already won the championship, I'm sure he'd like to win this one here in the final round. And look who's just slipped into third place there, Alex Heaton, the man that he was battling with throughout the whole season. And there we see 51, Luke Helm, and there's Connor Tagg, 100 on the 450 Aprilia. He's wrapped up third overall in the GP2 class, which is pretty good going on that 450. And he's just ahead there of 17 Ian Popplewell, who returns 1 week after cracking his sternum at Mallory Park. So I'm sure he's got a few tears in his eyes.
Yeah, well, I have. It makes me wince just thinking about it. But brave boy, they run. James Chalk there, number 5 on the Kawasaki, but up the front, another Kawasaki, that of the new champion, Alex Hutchinson, with James Folkard in his wheel tracks. And Alex Heaton absolutely flying since he got up into third, Steve. He's really pushing on, and the three of them absolutely. Look at James Folkard looking over his shoulder, but he looks the wrong side, and Alex Heaton comes at him from the right, just beautifully slips through into second.
You have to wonder one day, Connor Tagg just goes up the inside of Luke Helm. You have to wonder one day whether riders will actually ever realise that by looking around, they completely affect their slipstream, and it more often than not, it loses them a place or so on circuit. So Folkard has a big look over his shoulder. Heaton moves out of the slipstream into second place, and we have a three-way fight for the lead.
Yep, because James Folkard is not about to be dropped. The two Alexes in front of him, well, continuing their season-long battle. As we know, the championship going in favour of Alex Hutchinson on the number 7 machine, but Alex Heaton, 111 on the Ducati, has given him a tough time throughout the year. There we see further back, James Chalk once again, number 5. He'll be enjoying himself, battling there in their position in the low 20s, so further back, but having fun still, as up the front, Hutchinson, Heaton and Folkard looking like the battle for the podium places at the moment.
Yeah, 111, the orange and purple and white machine of Heaton. He'll be looking to try and get a win, more for pride than anything else, after a disastrous Mallory Park a week ago where he lost his championship. But James Folkard here, he's a right handful. He's really improved as a rider over the last few rounds, and he's going to be battling in GP2 again next year, as well as the 450 championship, as we see number 33 David Howard going through.
Well, just behind the leaders, we've got this great mini-twin battle. Andy Lawson is right in there with young Luke Helm. As I said, he's moved up from the super teens to be on a mini-twin for the first time. But we should also mention, in the mix is another of our super teen riders, number 88, Josh Daly, who's out there on his first ever ride in GP2 on a Kawasaki 400 and looking very good, Steve.
Yeah, he is. We just see Mike Lawson, number 99, going through there. But so, yeah, Josh is looking very good, and it's rather a familiar bike as well to me, the 400 that he's on. One previous slow owner, I suppose you could say. But at the front here, Alex Hutchinson and Alex Heaton side by side, heading into Redgate Corner, and it's going to be Heaton that leads now from Hutchinson. 43, James Folkard, just keeping check on things in third.
Yeah, that was all arms and elbows for a few moments there, but Heaton it is through into the lead, and further back we see lovely battles all the way down through the field.
Yeah, there's Mike Lawson there, just following Paul Turner. And as we look a little bit further down there, again, we just see one of the 450s going through, and once more, it is number 26, Adrian McFarlane. David Howard's in there as well. And Leigh Hutchinson shouldn't be too far away. But at the front here, three-way battle. Hutchinson moves out of the slipstream on his luminous yellow Kawasaki. Can't quite make it stick this time as he heads through. Goddard's still some wet patches there.
Yep, it's cold at this time of year, of course, as we see Michael Clifford go through. Always when it's the temperature's down, the damp patches just take a little longer to go. Last lap flag is out though. Still this fantastic battle at the front. They're going to get in amongst the slower riders before the end of this. And Alex Hutchinson just slingshotted back into the lead, but Heaton comes up alongside him, and it's 1-1-1 Alex Heaton that just grabs it. Can he maintain it to the start-finish line?
I don't think he can.
Oh, it's an amazing exit. Oh, and his arms and elbows again, but it's going to be thumbs up from the two of them. 27 thousandths of a second. Alex Hutchinson, the champion, grabs the win at the end there, but you can see the reaction of Alex Heaton. He said, well, mate, yeah, okay, another good one. Very end of term feeling between them here. So I have to say, on that second row, Asa Webb, his best qualifying performance, and he's another young rider who's come on leaps and bounds over the last stages of this season. Luke Helm out there, Andy Lawson and Ian Popwell, of course, likely to be up front of the mini twins in this race. But what a good start from pole position for James Folkard.
There's tumble off. They're all tumbling down. Look at that. And Paul Turner's included in that group. James Chalk, Leigh Hutchinson, Ryan Mayer, and that's a car park there into Redgate.
Yeah, well, 4 down and 4 up. Good to see them all walking away from that. But up the front, James Folkard.
And that's Ian Popwell. Ian Popwell, he's just got recovered from a cracked sternum.
No, yeah, right. I recover from a cracked sternum.
Well, yes, he's recovered, but he's gone down again. His bike. Oh dear,
I'm sorry, that hurt watching that.
Well, it's that was nasty, really nasty.
I wish him all the best. He's one of the most popular guys in the paddock. We really didn't want that to happen to anybody, but
he got up. He got up, so that's the promising side. His bike didn't, but he certainly did.
Well, Trainer bites again. But, Hutchinson through into the lead ahead of Folkard.
Yes, Ian Popwell getting himself quite a crash video compilation at the moment. Their last one at Mallory Park, that certainly looked good on the box, and once again here the week after. But at the front here it is Alex Hutchinson, champion of 2010, leading from James Folkard of Liverpool. Then Luke Helm, what a ride from him on the mini twin, ahead of Connor Tagg. Yep. And there's Alec Collinson going through just ahead of Josh Daly on that beautiful Kawasaki 400.
And the yellow flag's out there still, just giving the marshals an opportunity to clear up that mass of bikes piled up. But down the front, it is still Alex Hutchinson from James Folkard. James looking left, right, and centre to find a way through the 2010 GP2 champion Alex Hutchinson, and the two of them just putting away slightly from the rest. But what a wonderful third position at the moment for Luke Helm, Steve.
Yeah, Luke Helm, of course, coming from the Super Teens and onto a mini twin. And and there's problems there. Alex Hutchinson's blown up, and there's smoke coming out of the back of that luminous yellow Kawasaki. Alex Hutchinson, the 2000 champions, out of it.
Oh, goodness me. Well, the great thing, about the only good thing in a situation like that, is that Alex is one of the more experienced riders, and he has got that bike off the playing area as fast as humanly possible. So hopefully there'll be no oil laid down. What a shame for him. What a way to finish the season.
Oh, there's Josh Daly just going around the outside of Alec Collinson, making his way onto the start-finish straight. So that leaves a lonely race at the front for number 43, James Folkard. Luke Helm then up to second place ahead of Connor Tagg. There's Ben Gautry, 25. Blake Wall's also doing well. And one thing it does say as well, It's a good job Alex Hutchinson wrapped up the title yesterday, because if that had happened with it all going down to the last race, then he'd have had his head in his hands.
Yep, there'd have been panic on the pit wall, but look at Alex Heaton chucking it up the inside. He goes past Blake Wolds there, and I think that's 2 positions he's made up in one fell swoop. Alex Heaton flying in the earlier race, and he's getting down to Casey's here. Folkard away at the front, but look at this. This is the battle for the last 2 podium places, and at the moment it's Luke Helm just ahead of, I think, Connor Tagg is there. Then Alex Heaton in 4th.
Yes, and Josh Daly's just picked his way through 1 or 2 of the 450s as well, his ex-Super Team buddies from last season. And as Folkard looks behind, yep, you've got a good lead, and it's going to be Luke Helm, and look at Heaton, and he's just dropped back a couple of places there as Blake Wolds makes his way through. Josh Daly, 88, also having a look as Ben Gautry goes through. Brilliant stuff. All this, of course, fighting for 2nd place overall.
Yeah, it's a fantastic 6-way battle, and right behind them there's a 5-way battle as well. So superb competitive stuff as we see Alex Wilson Pickett there being chased through by Charlie Mowbray.
So look at this, Josh Daly has now made his way through, as well as Alex Heaton, so it's all changed. Alex Heaton, runner-up in 2010, and Josh Daly making his way through. He's in a podium position now.
Yeah, Ben Gautry, one of the quicker young riders there, but he's on the back of this pack. They've all worked so hard. Up the front, well away, we know, is James Folkard, but Alex Heaton really has fought and fought. There he is, just in 2nd, with Josh Daly with that Dayglow yellow helmet all over his case.
Look at that bike, the number 88, side by side with Alex Heaton, and that's the quickest that bike's ever gone, I can assure you, as they make their way through the chicane. There's Connor Tagg just having a bit of a mare through there. But as they go down the start-finish straight now, Josh Daly and Alex Heaton side by side for 2nd place. Luke Helm still in the picture as well, number 51.
Yeah, Luke and Josh, remember, still pretty super team riders, and this is a chance to mix it with the more powerful machinery, and both of them, Steve, this entire weekend have acquitted themselves very impressively indeed.
They have, yeah, they've done ever so well. You can't take anything away from James Folkard there at the front. We've not seen much of him because of this great battle for 2nd, which Josh Daly's now going to go up the inside. Brilliant stuff up to 2nd again, but James Folkard been faultless at the front. Of course, you'll be able to see James and co in the 450s in our other show on Motors TV, GP Racing Dreams, so keep your eyes peeled for that, where our Super Teams and GP3 battles will be taking place from here at Donington Park. But at the moment, you're looking at the fight for 2nd. Josh Daly ahead of Alex Heaton.
Yeah, Josh Daly's just set the fastest lap of the race as well, so really pushing on there in 2nd. He's got the queue behind him. Up ahead, of course, James Folkard, well, long gone, and there we see the checkered flag shown to James.
Oh, in 2nd place, I think it's going to go to Alex Heaton there. Just lost sight of Josh Daly after he's managed to put in the fastest lap of the race. But brilliant win for Folkard, nonetheless.
Yes, James just acknowledging the applause there. Superb win. Aprilia Super Team champion from a few seasons back takes the win there. Alex Heaton 2nd, Josh Daly 3rd, Connor Tagg 4th, Andy